Alright, so today's video, I'm going back all the way to when I was 13 years old, and I swear when I was 13, I actually had bigger balls than I do now, because, like, I am a pussy. Okay, I'm not a complete pussy, but just a little bit. Like, there's some situations where if they were to happen right now, I probably would handle it better if I was 13. Like, that's sad to say, but it's kind of fucking true. Actually, I guess I just stood up for myself more back then. I mean, I still do. If, like, someone's really threatening me, I'll stand up for myself, but I'm pretty just laid back now. But yeah, a long while back, I had a situation happen while I was out with some friends. 13-year-old little fucking Austin, just doing what 13-year-olds do. Actually, I don't even know what 13-year-olds do anymore. But when I was 13, all I was doing was like learning how to skate, enjoying as much as the summer as I could, because around that age I was realizing how much you get fucked with time. Like, summer was not long. It still isn't. I feel bad. Like, I know a lot of you guys going to school soon. I feel for you. But yeah, anyway, I was just, enjoying the summer. I was 13. I had some cool friends that I was hanging out with that lived close to me, so it was convenient as fuck. We had a day plan. We went to the skate park. We were skating for a little bit. Spent like 2 or 3 hours over there. Really fun. Then we got hungry and decided to leave. So we left the skate park. We went to a local pizza place. We were just sitting outside eating our pizza on I guess it was like a little porch. We were just sitting out there eating it. And someone walked by. It was an older dude. I don't know, probably like 18, between 18 and 20. He walked by us and he reeked. He just smelled a lot like weed. I knew what it smelled like even back then. I knew. And around this time, I wasn't doing shit. Like I said, all I was doing for fun was skating and like hanging out with friends. The worst thing back then that I was doing was like pulling all-nighters. And I do that every fucking night now, which is terrible for yourself. But I'm sitting out there and this guy walks by, smells like weed, and just leaves this like stench of just pot. Not a big deal to me. I didn't care. I was just eating my fucking pizza. And then a cop pulled up. Of course, at the greatest time, right when someone walks by with drugs in their pocket. And I realized it was the same cop that monitors the skate park we skate at. So I recognized him, and he gets out, and he starts walking over to the door. And we figured he was on his lunch break or some shit. But right when he was about to get to the front door to enter the pizza place, our table is right next to it, he stops, and he sniffs like a fucking dog. He's like, "What's that smell?" And he looks at us, our table. And my friend looks at him, he's like, "What?" He's like, "What's that smell?" And I was like, nothing. And he just starts this fucking rant, like just completely roasting the shit out of us without even knowing us, our names, what we were doing there. He just goes on this fucking rant. He's like, "Is this what kids are up to these days? How old are you?" And I was like, 13. He's like, "Smoking pot at 13? This is what you guys do for fun?" And he starts this fucking rant. He's like, "Oh, when I was 13, I was doing this. I saw this person live. I had this great childhood." And I just wanted to be like, dude, no one fucking cares. But I was like, "Officer, I didn't smoke anything. I have never smoked anything." He's like, "I don't even care. You guys are lucky I don't cuff you. You're too young for my time anyway. I have so many other better things I could be doing right now." And I don't know why. I guess it's like the mixture of him kind of insulting us and like basically calling our lives for 13-year-old shit. I talked back to him. I just said, I was like, "So many other better things you could be doing right now? Like harassing some other kids?" And he just gave me this like death stare. And I was like, oh, my life's over. But for once in my entire life, I actually handled the situation right. I literally just kicked my bag at him, and I was like, "Search it." And this whole time, my friends were just looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing, Austin? You're gonna get arrested." And he just took my bag, opened it, saw that it didn't smell like anything because it didn't have any pot inside of it or weed. Looked through it, saw that I only had a pair of fucking skate trucks and a shirt in there. And he just like closed it, looked at us, didn't even ask my friends for their bags either, and just got up, opened the door, went inside the pizza place, got his fucking food. And I like didn't know whether to feel really, really badass because I just like kind of got a cop to fuck off and leave us alone, or to be really, really scared because he might be in there getting some help. Like, I don't know if he was meeting his other cop friends in there for lunch or some shit, so you never know. He could have had some backup waiting. But I was like, did I just do that? And one of my friends who was sitting at our table, he's such a fucking nerd. He literally grabbed my shoulders. He's like, "Dude, you're such a fucking legend." He's like, "That dude was literally making fun of us and you told him off." And I was like, I didn't really tell him off. He just like was making fun of us, so I told him to go make fun of other people, and I guess he listened. And yeah, for like the whole rest of that year, everyone looked at me like I was some fucking lifesaver who would just talk down to anyone that has authority. I can't even say the word authority without thinking of fucking Cartman, but seriously, I didn't, and that wasn't the case, and I was like, "Don't think of me like that. I'm a pussy. Don't think of me like that." And they all still did, but it was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I felt kind of cool for a little bit, for once in my life. And of course, after he went inside, he didn't find the dude that was originally smoking, the guy that made the smell show up in the first place. That dude must have just gotten done like hitting a fucking joint and then walked into the pizza place because that smell lingered for a while. But yeah, he didn't find him in there, even though he was in there, probably eating in the back of the restaurant. He didn't find him back there. He probably saw him, but was like, "No, I have my mind set. It's those fucking 13-year-olds, those pieces of shit." And yeah, that was pretty much the end. We finished out the day. We skated for a little bit more. While we were skating there, that cop showed up, so we dipped pretty quick. We left there pretty fast because didn't want him to, have a little part 2 with fucking with us. But we got away. I kind of stood up for myself, and it was kind of funny because, like, the cop was making fun of us and our generation, and then I kind of made fun of him for harassing children. And it was like it was kind of, no joke, it was kind of like a roast session. It's kind of like that. But I thought it'd be a funny little story to talk about on the channel today, so I hope you guys did enjoy it. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it. And I don't know why, when I was 13, like I said, I just fucking had balls. I don't get it. Sometimes I was a big pussy, but other times, like, just my little 13-year-old attitude overtook me. Let me know if you guys were like that when you were 13, because I swear when I was younger, I just had, like, way more of an attitude. But yeah, that's pretty much the end, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.
I was on the way to your crib, girl. I know you stay in Jersey. Why you lie about where you live? Rarely ever leave Brooklyn. It's your ass that got me here. Got you arching, got you golden, like we bringing back the rib. Oh my, what? I am losing grip. Oh my, had to switch it up like.